All right. So I don't know if this is just Americans or if this is kind of just the whole world now, but something I've noticed, and keep in mind, I'm on the East Coast, right? Something I've noticed in the past 2, 3 years, and it seems to be getting increasingly bad, is how Americans are socially awkward. Kind of since probably I think COVID probably made us really awkward, but something I've noticed is that just socially people in general just don't really know how to interact and kind of are just like a little awkward and just don't really know what they're doing when they're talking to people. It feels like they're just so closed off. Like, for example, I had the most crazy situation happen to me at the grocery store last week. I was just going down the aisles, and every week I get 2 cases of water because I drink the bottled water. So I'm getting out the case, and I just take it off the top, right? I don't even go through the middle. I just take a normal case of water off the top of like the pallet, right? Anyway, whoever stacked this fucking pallet was a moron because it started to just fall from like the middle of it. So like literally like 10 big cases of water are like leaning on me at this point as I'm holding one, and I'm like panicking because it's actually kind of heavy. And I'm a pretty like big dude, but it was heavy, man. I couldn't like get everything down and fix the situation. And then this one dude about my age, probably 25, 30 years old, big dude kind of looking like me actually, walks right past me, and I'm holding these waters. Right? I'm just in like shorts and a t-shirt. I just come from the gym. I was like sweaty. I look like shit. And this guy walks past and he's like, "Oh, he thinks I work there." He's like, "Oh, hey, do you know where the whatever is, like the chips aisle is?" And I was like, "Oh, like I don't work here. Like, can't you see that I'm like got all these water bottles leaning on me and I'm desperately trying to push this pallet back together?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't work here, but this is falling on me right now. Could you please help me?" And I like said it really genuinely. I was like, "Oh, like I need your help right now. Like, could you please help me?" And he just stares at me and goes, "Oh, so sorry, I didn't know you. Okay." And I was like, "Could you help me grab these waters? Like they're falling." I literally was like, "Could you help me grab these waters? They are falling." And like half a pallet of stacked cases of water are leaning on me, and this guy is just looking at me with a blank stare and just goes, and then just walks away. He just walks away, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then this guy behind me comes up. This is just the probably 45, 50-year-old dude. He's like, "Hey man, you need some help there?" And I was like, "Yes, please help me." Like, then he helped me kind of put each case down one by one, and then we left it there. But it took us probably like another 60 seconds to put all the waters down so they didn't fall on me. But I was like, "What the hell was that?" I was like, "Thank you so much, man." And then finished my grocery shopping, and then as I was leaving, that same guy who was looking at me, the guy my age who passed me and didn't help, he passes me and is like, "Hey man, sorry about that. I think he just had like a brain fart or something." But I was like, "No problem." But what the fuck? I left like, what the fuck was that, man? This guy looked at me. I was like, "Hey, could you help me?" Like, stared at him in the eye, like 3 feet away from me, and he didn't. He just didn't say anything. Just walked away. I was like, that was the weirdest fucking thing. When did people become so socially awkward that when someone asks for help, stares them in the eye, it's like, well, that wasn't what I was planning on the conversation being. So I don't know what to say. It's like I like baffled this person. That was so crazy, and it just kind of just got me thinking how everybody is just so awkward. And yeah, like, do you ever hold the door open for anyone nowadays? You ever tried that recently? It doesn't really get a thank you like it used to. Sometimes it does actually, but I find that when you hold the door open, for a guy or a girl, guys will be like, "Yo, thanks, bro." But a lot of the time, it's just people are like, "Ah, yeah, thanks," getting by. It's just like people don't want to like look you in the eye and say, "Hey, thank you," or no one's really like that anymore. I don't know, man. Let me know what you in the comments what you guys think. Is this like happening to other people? Is this just kind of my situation? Sometimes I feel like maybe I'm the only one who kind of feels this way, but I don't know. Um, Yeah, and then you ever meet someone or you run into someone in public that actually was really engaging with you, and it's like so refreshing when someone like looks you in the eye and is like, "Oh, like recognize another human being. Hello there. How's it going?" It's so refreshing when it's just not another some dud of a person. It's so relieving when someone you meet just a random person. It doesn't have to be the interaction doesn't have to be one way or another. It's just "Hey, excuse me. Oh yeah, hey, oh yeah, have a good day." I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. I don't even know how to explain this. um, but I don't know, man. People are just kind of feel like a little more sheltered. Like ever since COVID, I guess people got locked up so much, and people like lost like their social awareness in a way. And obviously, like the past few years, phones and social media have increased, which I don't think have really helped the situation. And cancel culture is so abundant that everybody's afraid, whatever they say is going to be wrong or whatever they do is going to be wrong, and it's going to lead to some consequence. So people try and just stay out of things and stay out of conversations. I think that's a big problem. But I don't know, man. People are just really, really awkward these days. And I think it's different with Gen Z too. I think Gen Z is starting to kind of see through that. Like they're kind of like, I think like a lot of younger, like kind of older kids and younger adults now are kind of like, yeah, people are a little, I find them to be more engaging and kind of more aware of their life around them. Um, and like for when I was a kid, right, I spent a few years when I was homeschooled, and I remember like I met other homeschooled kids those years, and looking back on it, they were so weird and awkward. I remember just thinking like something's off with these kids. Like they're just kind of like missing cues, or like they don't really get it. They're just a little weird. They're a little quiet when maybe they shouldn't be quiet, or they're talking when they shouldn't. I don't know. And now I feel like I used to, before COVID, I feel like I was able to spot. I'd be like, oh, I think this person was homeschooled because they're just a little weird. So you can kind of like tell. And ever since COVID, I can't really tell anymore, man, because it seems like everyone's a little bit socially awkward. Because now I'm like, man, that person, like everybody around here could have been homeschooled. Like some people are just like weird now. It's like people just miss cues. Um, I don't know, man. Is this just me? Is this just me? Is this just an East Coast thing? I don't know. But life is strange in this way. You always hear about people wanting to go back to the 90s, for the vibes and the music and the sports and all that. But I think what they really want is what, like, this just like the social interaction. Like, people in the world are not just staring at their phones when they're walking down the street. People are actually interacting with each other. They have their heads up, or, stuff's going on and they're aware of it. Now, people are literally, when they walk, it's just on their phones. You ever see someone just waiting for anything? They're immediately on their phones. Like I try and like stay off that now, and I try to be conscious of it. Like if I go to get food and they're like, oh, it'll be ready in 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, cool. I try not to just go sit on my phone or just pull out my phone and stand there. I probably just try to look around, and if there's another person waiting, maybe interact with them. I don't know. I feel like I feel like my life is going by and I could just be on my phone, but I don't want that to be my life, man. I think, people want interaction, and they say the universe, like we are the universe experiencing itself. So how can we experience ourselves if we don't interact? Meaning like it's kind of the will of the universe for us to be interacting with each other and being social, right? I don't know, man. Maybe I need to touch some grass, but my advice is, be open to people. Don't just assume with folks that they're trying to judge, and maybe they're not. I don't know, because in reality, we're just trying to figure it out, man. Everybody's just trying to figure it out, and yeah, man. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Are Americans? Is this just Americans that are like? I feel like getting more socially awkward, socially weird, socially unaware. Is it certain generations? I don't really know, man. But I have noticed it the past few years. People have just been more weird and awkward, and I feel like I'm like breaking through the noise when I interact with someone. Like they're like shocked when I interact with a stranger, man. They're like shocked that someone's interacting with them. It's like, what do I say? It's like, I'm just like, oh, how's your Friday going? We're both waiting here for the same, at the same food spot for 2 minutes. I'm just, whatever. It's just no flirting, no weird vibes. Just a person interacting with another person. People find it weird. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That's all I got. Like and subscribe, comment. Later, boys.